Hello and welcome to Section 5 Live for AJ Feldman. I'm Alexa Ross.
In this crazy COVID calendar that we have this year, it is time for Fall 2. Football season begins tomorrow. We've got some other sports already underway. It is shaping up to be a great couple of months for Section 5 sports fans, and it started last week with championship weekend for the winter sports.
Yeah, before we get ahead of ourselves, we'll have to take a look at the championship week that just happened. So when you look at what happened this week, you looked at a couple weeks and then we were in it. Yep. And it was just nonstop. It was awesome, but I think that, you know, I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Yeah, this whole crazy calendar, it gave us a lot of things. It gave us a 1 week of playoffs in all the sports, or in basketball and in hockey, both in 1 week at the same time. It got us some great action, some great highlights we had for you. And you know, only 8 teams made the tournament in each section. It was kind of, you know, a blessing and a curse in the fact that we got some great matchups in the very first round. Things were really intense. Hockey and basketball, some great matchups all the way down the line. And you definitely wouldn't want to do this every single year where we have a 5-week season. It's so intense. But every game meant so much to these players, in both just for them themselves and then also for the standings, that it was really great to watch this all play out this week.
It felt a lot like a March Madness kind of thing because it was just all happening at one time. Anything could happen. And I think because this was what they were playing for, you know, so much was on the line.
Yeah,
and
no state tournaments this year, so those bricks meant a whole lot more this year.
Absolutely. And you could tell, too, just everyone, you felt the energy when they raised the bricks because it was so important. It wasn't just, oh, I won the section, let's get ready for states. It was, oh, we did it. We got it done. We got to play this season, this incredibly special season, and we got something to show for it.
We got a lot of teams that were able to go out on a high note, that's for sure, as opposed to, you know, ending their season with a loss until you raise the state tournament banner. But we have a lot of great action we had for you last week. Alexa, what was the one thing that really stood out to you that you're really going to remember from this past sectional championship week?
My favorite moment of this sectional tournament was watching Gates Chili bring home their 3rd ever sectional title. That was their first since 2009. They played Victor in the Class AA final. It was close throughout, but Adam Williams, he sent the game to overtime, and he never looked back. This team was on fire. 4 different players scored in double digits. Williams racked up 22. A lot of this team has been playing together since they were in 3rd or 4th grade. They've been together for almost a decade through the Gates Chili Youth Program, working with Coach Jeff Lefebvre. So this was a long time coming, and you can tell that it meant a lot to all of these guys.
I can see why that was your Lefebvre moment. I just wanted to let that laugh go as long as we could. I don't usually get that kind of reaction on my jokes. My turn. I'm going to go with my best sectional moment. Alexa is still cracking up. I did it, guys. I did it. I'm going to cheat. I took the entire hockey sectional tournament. It was crazy. You had Ethan Breton making that amazing save in the semifinals as Churchville Chili went to the championship game. They beat Irondequoit. In that game, that championship game, they did lose to Penfield, though, with a great game by Penfield, the Smith brothers scoring both of those goals. That was a great Class B game. And then the Class A game, you had Victor, you had Pittsford in a triple overtime thriller. This was playoff hockey in its purest form. You love playoff hockey, and you especially love playoff overtime hockey. The parents I sat around didn't really love it that much. They were about ready to have a heart attack, but it was the Pittsford fans who were ending up happy at the end of that game. Triple overtime winner Aiden McGrain with the goal there in triple overtime. Ryan Graney, great performance in net for Pittsford throughout the tournament, and head coach Steve Thering leading them to that championship from an 8th seed. They entered the postseason with a record below 500, able to pull it out in the end.
We talked about this too when we saw, you know, what was happening. We were like, oh, Pittsford, they're going to make it. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this goes. And clearly they skyrocketed. It was so much fun to watch when you were there and you were tweeting about triple overtime. I was like, oh my gosh, this could really happen. And it did. Yeah,
with a 1-week playoffs, especially in hockey, if you get a hot goalie, if you peak at the right time, that's really how you can really make a surprising run, where in this season it was just Pittsburgh getting hot at the right moment. You had Pittsburgh getting hot at the right moment coming from an 8 seed. We also had some other great matchups and sectional runs that we couldn't quite get to. East Rochester girls, Wheatland Chili boys basketball teams, both breaking long title droughts. And over in York, the Knights completed a Cinderella run of their own as a 7 seed. However, that one meant just a little bit more than just raising a brick. It was a long journey for the York girls basketball team, winning 3 games on the road as a 7 seed to win their first sectional title since 2004.
Towards the end of our regular season, we just started to click together so well.
The Knights knocked off undefeated Pavilion in the championship, who had beaten them twice earlier in the season.
They're a very good team. We just changed up some of our defenses and made some new plays.
But the journey for York goes back farther than just this year. Last January, their beloved head coach Dennis Bisdow died of a heart attack.
It was such a hard season last year that it's finally the big win that we needed.
And we all kind of felt like he was there with us.
He was always pushing us to do our best, so this win was really for him.
The win came full circle. The Knights were supposed to play Pavilion the day Bisdow passed away, something their head coach Caitlin Cole brought up in a memorable pregame speech.
She just talked about how everything, even although it was so hard the past year, how it all led up to us being in the finals, and I don't think it was a coincidence that we played Pavilion. I think it was just an amazing win to be able to play them again this year.
The team says Bisdow would have loved how it was defense leading the way to the title, holding Pavilion to just 19 points in the second half. Yeah, and just talking to the members of the York girls basketball team, they really understood the weight of the moment, just everything that run meant to the community, to their parents, to the whole school and community, just making that run after Coach Bisdow passed away the year before. And as funny as it happened, that was their last championship since 2004. The tournament MVP of that tournament was Caitlin Kolb, their now current head coach. So even as much as it came full circle, even more just for a great story there out of York, and great to highlight them there.
It's incredible. I mean, I'm sure that their coach was watching them and really, really a part of that. And you could feel how important that was to them and how emotional they were.
Definitely. Those are the great moments that you hope to just see play out, and a great story there out of York.
Absolutely. With the winter season officially over, we finally head into fall, too. That's football, competitive cheer, volleyball, all things that got postponed. And we got a little bit of volleyball this week. It was a lot of fun to see. I mean, I got to see Penfield and Webster Schrader. Penfield really impressed me so far. You have a lot of height on this team, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. you know what, they're an early pick for me, so I'm going to hold on to them. But it's been a lot of fun to kind of see these teams. Volleyball, especially when you're playing with masks, things like that, it's not a sport where you can really distance. So to see that a little more so than basketball, I'm interested to see how this plays out throughout the season. Obviously, that's why it was considered a high-risk sport going into the year.
Yeah, definitely. Just 1 week into the volleyball season, I was able to go out and see Fairport and McQuaid. That was actually a sectional championship game rematch last year. Saw a lot of good things out of McQuaid. Fairport, they fought back in the second set they played, just a little bit of problem, kind of building on their success. So we've gotten a little bit taste of volleyball, and later tomorrow, in fact, our first football frenzy of the season. That is going to be, I'm looking forward to high school football so much. That is for sure. High
school football is going to be so much fun. You really don't think about it as a spring sport. You think about spring football when you're thinking about college football. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Hopefully, we don't get any March snowstorms, fingers crossed. But
weather looks good so far.
It does look good so far. Thanks, Eric Sneidel. But for most high school football players, this extra 6 months wait to start the season was really agonizing. But for Irondequoit's Ronnie Garrow, this extra time saved him some agony.
Ronnie Garrow's junior season was supposed to be perfect. A defensive leader ready to rise after the Eagles' sectional title. Then, the unthinkable happened.
I didn't really think that I was hurt. I actually tried to get up and walk on it, and when I fell and I looked at it, I just lost it.
He broke his fibula, tibula, and dislocated his ankle week 1, ending his season before it began. Days later, he returned to practice, boot and all, to let his teammates know he was okay.
It was a really good emotional lift after everything was settled, just to see his adversity and the way he handled it.
And the healing process began.
I went to Coach Fichter's gym. It really helped me out a lot because it works with my flexibility and stuff like that. And I also just singled out my leg, majority first, to make sure that it was 100%.
He's a guy who put in a ton of work in the offseason to make himself stronger for this year.
The extended offseason due to COVID-19 gave Garrow even more time to get stronger.
I was able to work on it even more, other than the physical therapy. So I felt really confident going on it. I'm going to be able to plant and everything on it 100%.
He's prepared for coming back. His ability to absorb force in that lower region of his body is back to where it needs to be.
I'm just relieved to be back because we really didn't know what was going to happen this year. So just to be able to play football is just a blessing itself.
So with this story, I was there that night. That was my first ever football game covering here at News 8. And it was really early in the game. Ronnie got hit and a teammate of his fell on it. He laid on the ground for about 30 minutes until an ambulance came. It was rough, and you could see how everyone on this team was so upset and so anxious because he is such a leader on this team. And so, you know, I've been thinking a lot about him since that night, and as soon as I saw that COVID was happening, I was like, wow, this guy who got so hurt is going to have a lot of extra time to rehab and recuperate and things like that. And I'm just glad that he's ready to go. He's happy, he's healthy, and he feels like all of that time was that much more helpful.
It definitely must have been challenging during that recovery process. Once, things started getting bad COVID-wise, that, maybe he'd be working this hard and never get back on the field. So definitely great to see him back there in practice and soon to be back out there playing in some high school football games. It'll
be a lot of fun. They start off their season on Friday night against Gates Chi-Li, but now we get to look at some of these games that are happening this weekend.
Games.
We have games. It's so exciting. So without further ado, AJ, what do you got as your game to watch this week?
Yeah, I'm taking a look at a Saturday matinee game between Hilton and Pittsford. The thing you got to remember about this year's COVID-shortened season, in the football world, only 4 teams are making the playoffs from each section. So you only have about 6 games to make that top 4. This matchup right here is going to probably play a big difference as to who makes the Class AA brackets. Pittsford 3-4 last year. Hilton, they were at 4-3. So definitely going to be a real test for both of these teams, where you could see the winner, put themselves in pretty good position for a playoff run, where the loser, they're going to have some work to do in these next couple weeks.
And my game of the week is also cheating. It's McQuaid and Aquinas. It's on Friday night. It's the rivalry of the area. McQuaid is coming off of a state championship loss. They swept Aquinas last season. Their most recent win was in that Class AA title game. They both have senior quarterbacks, Joe Cairns and Tyler Salkowski, so it will be interesting to see how this works. These two teams are always so evenly matched. So I'm interested to see, I think this will set the tone for Class AA, whoever wins on Friday night.
Yeah, whenever you talk to any of the coaches of those two teams, any of the players, they say at the beginning of the season there's 3 goals. You win the sectional championship game, maybe you win the state championship game, and you beat your rival. You can't win a state championship game this year, so there's only 2 goals left, so this game's going to mean even more than it does in years past.
It'll be a lot of fun. It's always a fun game to see, and I'm super excited to see them do that on tomorrow night at 6. It's an early game, too. Sun will still be out, which is insane. But you know what? That's okay. That'll do it for this week's Section 5 Live. Football Frenzy returns tomorrow night. Super exciting.
Yeah, after the Syracuse NCAA tournament game, so we will be on late at night. Make sure you stay up to watch Football Frenzy. We'll have a ton of games for you. We'll have a ton of coverage. And we'll be going out through all the week. We'll be having Section 5 Live once again every Thursday night, unless there's football games that week, which will be coming up soon. But until then, we will see you next week. For Alexa Ross, I am AJ Feldman. Thanks for joining us. We will see you right back here next week.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.